Hi, I'm Lynn with Blue Knight Rubber Stamps, and today I want to show you a technique that involves die cutting. So we're going to do some die cutting, but it's going to look like our image is partially coming out of the die cut area. It's fairly simple, and I think you'll enjoy it. I don't know the name of this technique, but what I want to show you is how to make it look like your flower or your image is actually coming outside of your die cut. So first off, you want to stamp it, and I'm using the cone flowers for this card. And again, like I said, I usually use oversized paper, and we're actually going to end up die cutting it, so it's okay, everything's already lined up. I am going to use Memento because I know that I want to color this with my Copic markers. I think I'll get one more time. That's good and dark. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is take the image, and I'm going to put that in there so my platform doesn't get inky. I'm going to take the image that I'm going to use to die cut, and this is actually the, I guess, most complicated part of it. I want to make sure that the image, that it's straight, and you want to hold it down really good, your die cut, and then I want to draw around it. This is tricky because I'm left-handed, and oh, that moved. There we go. So this is the part I want to show you. You want to draw your line and skip out where you're going to cut, because you don't want to draw on your image. So this will show us where we're going to line this up, our die up, when we're ready to cut. So that's really more for placement, and we're going to cut out, and not all the way. You just want to cut so that your die can slide up underneath of these leaves. So again, it's a little bit of fussy cutting. It's not a whole lot, and the results just are really cool, and people want to know, how did that actually come right out of the framed area that you're doing. And you want to go a little deep in there, because you have to slide that die in there, and when the card is all glued down, you're not going to be able to see that. This is the trickiest part of all, is these little tiny flowers, because you don't want to lose your petals. And I'm going to cut up around the head of the flower, just so there's room for that die to get in there. And again, I don't want that petal to fall off. So this is the tricky part, is the second petal. But you can do this technique with just about any stamp that you have. It doesn't have to be one with the delicate little petals. So now this is the main part of your sliding the waste paper underneath, because you want that to get cut, and you're sliding the petals over top. And we're going to just slide that right in there, just like that. So now we lined it up with our little marks that we already had. And see, they're going to be on the outside of the die, so you will never see all of those little marks. And I actually use a little piece of Post-it tape to hold it down, run it through your die cut, and then this is what you get. I'm not going to make you watch me do all of the coloring, but then your leaves look like they're spilling out onto the rest of your card. And that's just a really fun little different technique. Gives a little tiny wow factor. You mat it on your fancy paper, and that's all there really is to it. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Happy stamping!